Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 754 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today I'm going to talk about fast recurring cash. Now, there's not a week or sometimes a day that goes by that someone calls me up and wants to find a unicorn or someone to basically run their business for them. So today's episode is going to hone in on one aspect of business that you can focus on that's fun and you could make a substantial recurring income. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hope you didn't miss episode 753. That was a way to speed up things when you're transferring files. It's so a little practical tips on what to do to speed everything up so you can make more time to make money rather than fighting with your computer. And also episode 752 was money from media. This is how that you could use some of the things you create with videos and stuff to create an ongoing income. Now, anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. Money from media was 752. The speed up your stuff is 753, and today is 754, fast recurring cash. All right, follow me on TikTok at Digital Multimillionaire, and make sure you pick up a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free, and you will thank me for it because it's going to save you hundreds of hours of fighting with your computer if you just do some of these simple things in that book. screwthecommute.com/automate free. So today's episode is about actually working for someone else. And before you get all up in arms about this being Screw the Commute podcast, all right, hear me out on this. I'm truly not going against my principle of working for yourself once and then getting paid some more. Okay, that's the way I've lived all these years. But I know some people aren't ready to get to that point right away, so where they can only work for themselves. So I'm going to give you a way on this episode to work for others pretty much on your own terms and do it from home or while traveling and charge them monthly for your service. Now, in the opening, I referred to people calling me up looking for unicorns. Okay. Most of these people are never going to make it in business as long as they have that attitude that someone else, for a small amount of money per hour, is going to run their business for them. It's just ridiculous. I had someone call me yesterday telling me, and I'm almost quoting here, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but it's pretty much what they said. I want someone to build my website, run all my social media, do my advertising and marketing and prospecting. And I said to them, oh, you're looking for a unicorn, right? And I asked him what his budget was. He said, well, $15 an hour or less. And I told him that anyone who had those skills would be charging $50 to $100 per hour if they really had those skills to a high level. And what would they need you for? I mean, what are you even doing in the business? They would be using those skills to build their own business. But here's the deal. There are tons of people out there that think they can start and run a business and farm out everything to somebody else. And these people rarely survive the business world for, many years. And they burn through lots of money and they go back looking for a job. Well, the harsh reality is that they are out there and they're going to try to do this no matter what I say. Now, this is an opportunity for you to get some cash flow very quickly and maybe even actually help them stay in business. Now, what I'm talking about is honing in on social media as a part of the business that you're going to concentrate on and offering to take that burden off the small business owner. Now, virtually all of the people that come looking for their unicorn are especially clueless about social media. I mean, I've taken anywhere from 14-hour to 50-hour classes on each one of the social medias To be successful on any one of them, there are tons of details and they change frequently. So when someone says, I want to get on Instagram, or they try to be cool and they say, I want to get on the gram. I'm thinking, what do you mean? Do you mean you want to concentrate on reels and stories or regular or carousel postings? Do you understand micro testing? Do you understand engagement rate and why it's far more important than vanity metric of the vanity metric of followers? And most of those followers are hurting you and you don't even know it? I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because they just blurt out, I want to be on Instagram. Okay, well, all right, that's a lot of work and to do it correctly. So what I want you to do is study the heck out of social media and offer to take it off the hands of these small business owners for a monthly fee. I had one student in my school just start telling people she was in school for this, and they literally begged her to take their social media off their hands. All right. Within about 4 months, she was up to $6,000 a month recurring, and she quit her pitiful job and started her own agency. And her dad had paid 80 grand for her college education, and it all was just worthless. Okay? So I'm going to suggest that you get really good at one social media before tackling them all. But getting good at all of them will make you more valuable and give you the opportunity to get more clients. Now, some will want to concentrate on Instagram, some TikTok, some Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Really, it's a full-time job to keep up with the constant changes these platforms are making. And don't forget YouTube. Hey, if you like video, you could get work shooting and editing video for people. Now, there are other things you could do for people, like write blog posts and make sure their website's maintained. But I think the social media angle on this is by far the most lucrative, the most misunderstood by small business owners, and the most likely to get you business quickly. Do you know why? Well, because the business owners know they need social media, but are clueless about what to post, how often to post, and how to grow their presence. Since you can fix that for them, they will write the check or PayPal you the money, or Venmo, or whatever the cool thing is at the time. Now, I don't want to end this without reminding you that when you get these skills, I want you to use them for yourself too, so that you don't have to depend on working for clients to earn your money. Which brings up the topic of what to do when your clients are keeping you so busy you can't find time to work on your own stuff. Well, guess what? That's when you raise your rates. By that time, people will be dependent on you, and hopefully you'll have gotten them successes that they wouldn't have gotten on their own, which makes you more valuable. Now, some clients will go away when you raise your rates, but that's just part of the natural cycle of growing a business. So you'll make as much or more profit from less clients, which frees you up time to build your own empire. So grab that money that's out there waiting for you and let me know how it goes. Now, if you want help on this and all the other things you got to know to be successful in business, check out my mentor program at mentor program. I keep saying I'm so excited about my new program about getting podcast guests, or being a great podcast guest. It's screwthecommute.com/great podcast guest. I might as well tell you about that first. It's a program where I teach you all the things necessary to get invited back and to do great podcast interviews. And some of you might say, well, I'm already great at interviewing. Yeah, but there's all these other things that you can do so that the podcast host is so impressed they have you back over and over, they refer you, and they just love you, and you get picked over other guests because everybody's trying to be a podcast guest nowadays, but you'll get picked because of the stuff that I teach you. So check that out at screwthecommute.com/great podcast guest. And My mentees get that for free as part of our big program. So check out greatinternetmarketingtraining.com if you'd like to get in my mentor program. It's the longest running, most successful, most unique ever in the field of internet and digital marketing. All right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Go out and grab some fast cash and make it recurring so that you can really get some security for you and your family and build up an empire of your own while you're at it. All right, we'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.